Well, greetings. Thanks for joining us for tonight's broadcast. Brought to you by the Fifth Dimension, Sixth Dimension, Seventh Dimensions. Hello, everyone out there. Tonight is going to be a Super Soldier collective channeling. Not in one in particular. Max Spirits came. I wasn't expecting that. Maybe I'll do a little bit more Super or space program stuff here and there. Possibly. We'll see how it goes. Arthurian energies are here. David Rockefeller's energies are here. Why? I have an idea. It's going to be, that's not David Rockefeller, but Henry Kissinger. So, yeah, Jake the Rat from Space. I'm going to be releasing this probably Tuesday, maybe tomorrow. We'll see. Well, it goes into probably Tuesday, but it's on its way. Online at least, and then the print version will be out. The print version will be out, I don't know, a week or something like that. Not saying anybody's gonna be rushing over to that. It's 100 pages. This one. This is a big one. It's a big one. It's I guess a Halloween issue in some ways. I wasn't really looking at it that way, but yeah. So yeah. One day it'll be a TV show. We'll see how that goes. Just. The old guard is going into a healing phase. Put Alec Baldwin in the title because just I'm not gonna connect that shit. But I figure just put it in there for shits and giggles. Yeah, it's just it's really unfortunate that, you know, I guess we're coming out of the, we're still in the we're in the teenage phase of reality. We're still in junior high, middle school, or somewhere in kindergarten. And he might be one of those. Not gonna, just a lot of aggression. The idea is to heal. The idea of Fifth Dimension is to have less aggression, more calmness. Yeah, like the animals have calmness. Of course, when they have to eat, it's a different story. More Arthurian vibrations basically connect to different dimensions and open up this reality. Men are having difficulties connecting to your average Joe conversations because it's kind of uninteresting. Excuse me. Jeez, felt it coming on. Basically, yeah, figures that showed up. Your average Joe conversations get kind of tired out, kind of not interesting. It's like, so what? Where you did at work or whatever. We're going to more of a high dimensional thinking over a little bit, over and over. You just think of different dimensions of parallel realities, connect to more what is inside of you. What is your mind going in a higher vibration without all this about the elections, left and right, and all this nonsense, because none of it means anything. Not really. That's already, I mean, collectively we're already working on it, so why bicker as humans on this nonsense? Because we're already, energy wise, we've already made our decisions, and even election day I think the decisions have been mostly made now. So it's like you go to the polls all you want, but when you go to the vibration, what are you feeling? What is the universe telling you, if you care? Most don't care, but it's like you have to upgrade our vibration to get above all this nonsense. And it is important part of the galactic communities to understand this stuff. People, some people, I mean, obviously don't want to connect to it, but it does affect our lives in some shape or form. Seeing it from a different dimensional energy, seeing above all the nonsense of third dimensional high school reality thinking. You get, it's another way to use your senses to activate yourself to become more of a 5D, 4D, 5D, 6D being. Is to just go by your senses, your higher dimensional senses, and not go by all the manipulation. Oh, this person's bad, that person's good. I mean, there might be some of that, but the idea is to have an agreement, a positive connection in the long run, rather this left and right, because the left and right stuff doesn't work very well. I mean, it's their divide. The idea is for us to come together, and it's not easier said than done, of course. So as we go into the higher dimensional energies, all this politics stuff will be healed. It's just the dark is kind of panicking. They want to stay in power. They want to remove memories and really they want to cause dementia. They want to do everything. They want to ruin us, basically, as you can see. And some will be ruined. That's just part of, some aren't really allowing themselves to upgrade because they don't believe it. The darkness within themselves isn't allowing them to upgrade. But it doesn't mean you can't move forward. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of mind manipulations. A lot of cults are being created. Always one I know of, at least. I have a history with being attacked by one of their followers. And it's unfortunate, but it's part of soul growth, I guess. It's going to kind of bring people down to materialism in some ways because that's the way they act. It's at a low vibration, sort of appearing at a high vibration, but I'm not going to go into the details of that. I don't want to fight. I don't want war. If you've been following me, you probably know what the hell I'm talking about. So it's unfortunate, but as we switch into higher gear, a lot of this 3D talk will become less and less significant because it's all surrounded by negativity, as you can see. I had to say the third dimension is anything wrong with it, it's just it's so much manipulation around it. It's on everything, around school systems, everything. Hollywood, it's all just a big. Yeah, as for child trafficking, human trafficking, yeah, it's smoke screen for the Illuminati. Yeah, it's basically, yeah, you have to child traffic and sacrifice children to be in our group. If you don't do that, you're out, basically. And skull and bones, stuff like that, is a recruitment for others to join if you're interested. But of course, they make you do things they're not proud of, and they'll find a way to get you to do things that are just. If you want to be part of that group, you're going to do what they say or fall for their manipulations, and then it's just disgusting. So yeah, record. Imagine whatever you're doing that's very indecent, and so yeah, massive blackmail. And who's doing that blackmail? It's called the CIA. They're a part of it. I think the FBI is a part of it. It's the dark versions of both of them. Probably in the Secret Service at one time, so it's part of different groups, but the CIA plays a big role in the Illuminati. It's basically the Illuminati, I don't know, do-it team, where they're the ones doing everything they want, basically, however you want to word that. It's their, it's the ones that do their operations. Probably a better word for it, I can't think of it, that doesn't matter. They're the ones that run everything, basically, the shadow side of the CIA. Of course, there's other shadow projects, but the CIA is still part of it. He said that is part of the shadow. That is the shadow government, basically. So, yeah, we are going to a higher dimension. It's not going to be easy, of course, due to politics and negativity within the family. And the family unit is going to eventually change to a higher vibration eventually. It's going to have to look at things differently. Family is rooted in fear, usually. Oh, you can't do this, you can't eat meat on Fridays, all this kind of nonsense, religion. So a lot of that's going to be healed, and we go into the upgrade. Many people aren't ready to change because of the darkness within themselves. It's just they're not going to. The trolls show that really well. That's darkness. They're so controlled. But that's their, they're not willing to let go of the darkness, so they're going to be controlled as long as you allow it to happen. So, Ascension and the 6th dimension energies are already upon us. You see that in Antarctica, as because there's a lot of weather patterns going on there, as being lifted out of the dark little by little. So, yeah, I feel Gaia will be healed. I do feel that, definitely. As for when and how, I feel like 2 years are going to really see things. 2020 is going to be a year of activation. Now, we're building up towards this. I mean, nothing's going to happen between now and then. We are going into that direction. Alright, before we go into the main event, I'm not going to channel about Baldwin, I just put that in the title. We have private sessions throughout the week if you're interested. If you want to know more about how weird you are, you have Google Remote Hand channel also. We have a Google Hangout Zoom and channeling by phone. I also have the shop here. I think I'm at a 5-day delivery system, possibly. Can't be 100%. So if you want to get a quicker reading, I think you can now. And I also have Spirit Social, same situation here. I believe it's in the 5-day route. I think so. We also have other channelers and healers I do recommend. We have the Social Network and the Rabbit. The next edition is on its way. I talk too much about the Rabbit half the time. Alright. In a good way, of course. Alright. Yeah, basically humanity is going to feel like more equals instead of I'm better than you and this is better and I'm better and I'm smarter and all that. We're going to connect more to that equal energy instead of all this nonsense. There is going to be always a slight divide only because of those that are being manipulated. You don't want to be involved with it. But, you know, there's a forgiveness energy there, and you can still talk to them. You know, it doesn't mean you have to agree with them or anything like that, because the idea is to heal those vibrations. We're in the early stages of that. Got a long ways to go. Yeah, spiritual community is getting hit like anything else. It's used to be divided, obviously, as you can see. If you've been in this long enough, so it'll get better over time. Who knows when, though. So, alright, blessings, and this is Super Silver connection. And we'll connect the spirit and whoever else is around. So, alright, much love, blessings, here we go. Greetings to you. Yes, there is a reptilian influence around us, yes. As for our DNA to charge us to put us into a new divide, yes, there is a... We are unknown in your society. You do see some of us similar to like Arnold Schwarzenegger energy of being pumped up. You say he has some of that super soldier energy within him, why he is the way he is. And even in politics, kind of gives you a hint. So what is the other version of a Arnold Schwarzenegger in Astral? He is very connected to the space programs. That's all we can say at this time. Give you a little bit of a hint. As for those that are in the elite, yes, they're usually into politics. That gives you a hint of it goes from celebrity to politics, shows you they are part of the Illuminati energies of mass manipulation. They're taking that fantasy world and kind of keeping that going, so they kind of hide what they're truly doing. Obviously, much of it's in the shadows. But yes, our society, we have, yes, it is a whole nother human society. Very more athletic than yours. Yours is used for more destruction, as for weight gain and mental deterioration, as the super soldiers are there in the opposite. But we are more controlled than you are. You have more free will than we ever would. Now those are the positive, are a different story. We are more of the neutral energies that we were mentioning at this time. But basically most are under control. It is not, yes, a warm and fuzzy group either, as many are used against your world to keep negative forces on your planet. Basically your humans are used against you, but you don't see them, you don't know them, because all of them are in the fourth dimension. They are causing difficulties to keep the negative alien races on your planet, to keep it going, because they need a human to do it. So yes, we have technologies to move us through dimensions. Most of us are born in the third dimension, but we are upgraded, as you are probably aware, to higher intelligence in some ways. Higher intelligence, but also at least our capacity to be able to think faster than yours. But in your, we are basically assisting the dark sides usually. Not all of us. But just give you understand the collective around your world. Human trafficking, yes, of course. that is part of, we are servants of the elite, basically. Now the positive forces, yes, are usually taken down very easily by the negative, because our forces are more powerful than theirs. No, they are sabotaged more. And they don't have this cunningness of darkness as the dark elite do. That's why your world is the way it is. Yes, you're a part of the 9/11 energies, yes. Mostly the mind manipulation of your humanity to keep humans as a slave race. So you wonder where the super soldier energy goes to, is to keep humans enslaved. Now those of you who are awakened are very brave to take this chance to being a different type of human. To take the beating from those that are in the slave mentalities. It's not easy being you, is it? It's not easy to be anyone, but it's easier to be in the collective. Because it is, yes, basically the elite see humanity as children, and they do whatever they want. And they are the teachers, they are the owners of your society. As you can see, mark them too. Every human has a marking that they can keep track. A barcode, not necessarily, but they know who you are. It is easy if you get in their way, as you know, you get removed. Now the feline energies on your planet are assisting more greater than you ever have before. Eventually your humans will feel more feline vibrations soon, as they're basically more assisted, as more of your humans are allowing it to come through. You are making this happen. As for alien abductions, that's become more less and less, but human abductions, of course, on a different, basically humans abducting humans is always going to continue. And you realize also through corporations this is done. Yes, those Fortune 500 companies aren't always as wonderful as they might think, because a lot of them are used as fronts to remove the people from your planet. So these giant corporations also have a shadow side of them, as for where it goes into the secret space program ports to do the dark biddings, basically, to remove people from your planet, etc. To give you more understanding of it. So your planet goes through, yes, a beating at this time. But you are also going into an awakening. And this awakening is much needed, as you can see. You will feel better, your bones will feel better, your mental state will feel better. As many of you are getting hit in all different directions, mentally, physically. Done on purpose. It is basically harmonic energies you're not hearing, but it's happening. A sound energy that's used on your planet. There are many of them, basically, to weaken you, put you to sleep, make you tired. As basically the beings here don't want you to succeed in assisting humanity. Those of you who are helping, well, yes, they want to turn you against yourself, basically, and turn others against you also. They want you to go into the drama vibration. So sometimes it's better to be a lone wolf. Meaning to keep yourself isolated from others in some way so you can have a clear direction of where you're heading. Of course, it's always good to have friends, but those friends that won't turn against you. As for, yes, there is basically these corporations are used against humanity, but not always for the negative, but it is used to cause a lot of darkness on your planet. So look at these companies a little bit more differently when you connect to them. Now, with you working with them, that doesn't mean you're being manipulated. You're actually sending your light to these companies. So it's on how you want to look at it, but many of you are using these devices and you have a positive intention. Those positive intentions are being felt. So it gives you kind of your way. The things that you purchase, the things that you're living with right now, are showing where your vibration is going. You send out your energies to these places that create these things in a positive way, depending on who you are, of course. So you wonder how you're operating on this planet. You are assisting this world on different levels. So you own certain objects too, to give you a reminder of where your vibration is assisting, like your computers, whatever it might be, where you live. Some of you live where you don't want to live because you're sending your energy because the place needs you. Yes, it needs you dearly, as you can see. But realize, yes, the program, the super soldier vibration, yes, many of you are involved with it in different levels. Some of you are not necessarily on the field. Some of you are behind the scenes, so you don't remember what's going on. but some of you are on the field, and you can't really remove those memories that easily. Even with them being erased, not that easily, because it does remember in some shape or form. So everyone's involved in different levels of bringing your Earth, removing the darkness from your planet. And astral, many of you connect to it, of course. But others have other ways of going about it. But basically, it's usually the infants, the baby, is what's being manipulated. Now, they can be manipulated in the womb, but it's much easier after being born. That's when all the programming is activated and the DNA is shifted and removed off of planet. Also, many children are born on this world and then leave to do their work. Different ways of looking at it, but some are born off planets, but most are born here. It's like being born in America or Switzerland or somewhere, just so you have that nationality, you have those energies there, so you have border rights. If you're born on this planet, you have rights to do it as you want, basically, and allow alien beings to connect, cause difficulties, or remove them, whatever it might be. So the positive forces are as probably as you see. We'll just leave you with that. As your imagination, how you see the positive forces working to bring more of a positive vibration around the planet. Is it like a movie? In some ways, yes. Sometimes it's more boring, sometimes it's not. That's all we can say. But let your imagination go with you. Because there is a lot of movement around your Earth all the time. Certain days that cause events such as mass shootings and cause problems are manipulations that have been in the works for a while. Mind control. That's been in the works, but then it finally got the green light to happen. And then they see what happens. Doesn't always happen, but sometimes it does. There's not always a date for these things, but it's always inactive, unfortunately. Humanity's mind is always someone's project that's off your planet. It is like a game. Can I get this one to self-destruct? Now, this is an outsider saying that, not necessarily to you, but saying someone on your world. So I see how their mind, I see what the thoughts going through there. Can I get them to implode? Can I get them to go crazy? Can I get them to be violent? They give you more detail of how this works. Some of you are battling this all right now. Realizes, yes, another layer is going on. Yes. It's not always alien. A lot of it's your humans. Now, why you were chosen? Because of there's different reasons. Some are just weak and easy to trigger. Not always. Some they just don't want you to think clearly. They want you to self-sabotage because you're going to be a problem for them, or you're already a problem for them. So yes, there's many layers to look into. Not to put out fear, but understanding. More will come more clear in the days ahead. Yes, this is difficult for many to digest, but some of you kind of already know, which is good. How to battle this. Trust yourselves. Realize there's much more going on at a higher dimensional level. If you're having a headache, there's somebody else giving you that headache problem. It's like, step out of yourself. Where do you feel this aggravation coming from? What comes to mind is causing this aggravation? What's the first thing that comes to mind? And then clear it out. And some beings just want to pressure you and pressure you. Some are reptilians, not all. Syrians, Pleiadians, whatever it might be, yes. They want the soul, they want the mind to implode. They want you to do something irrational to others. Because that is what the elite are going through. And they do it freely, but not to themselves. They do it to others. Some do it to themselves because they enjoy it. Some have very strange fetishes. But basically, because they're at this dark level, it got them this far, they might as well continue it. But those of the light are having a lot of... Those of the lighter Illuminati have a lot of mental issues because of the manipulations they are pulling out of. So, it's a battle on all levels, as you can probably feel. But as you awaken into more of a positive Illuminati energy, You do get assistance, you do get downloads, upgrades, transformation, but the numbers of the positive are a lot less than the negative are causing problems on your planet, but the numbers are increasing. Not to say that your world's out of control completely, not at all. It's just, now this is the space program. The alien being is a whole different story. The space program is, yes, the darker outweighs the light. Because the light are so easy to manipulate and destroy. There's a catch. Those of the dark are always on the trail. They're always on the attack. That's what they're set up for. Almost robotic in some ways. It's like a game. Yes, they're treating it like a game. It's a game of them to be the winner and you to be the loser. So those of you that are awakening, yes, are getting tested greatly. But the rest of your human race will eventually awaken when they feel like the game is over. It's not over yet. Of deception, not over yet. It will be, yes. Your consciousness is allowing it to come through. Not yet. Your human consciousness, many of you, it's like playing an instrument for a musical piece. There are different movements. You are going to go into the movement of releasing the manipulations. You are already on that one, but the massive release has not occurred yet. But you are working towards it. You're preparing for it, for awareness of what's going on. That's all we can say. Blessings to you all. All right. One moment. Message from the felines of Lyrans. Yes, there's been much manipulation on your planet due to celebrities on your world to trigger humans to how to be, how to act, how to think, how to be, what to buy, all this. That is slowly being downgraded, where the celebrity is no different than anyone else. And basically, it's another social status that's been used against your society for such a long time. Realize they buy one product, everyone else kind of buys it, not everyone, but you know. They just show a certain type of pen that they use, and the masses go out and buy a pen and feel like they're connected to this royalty energy, false royalty. It's another way of diluting the human species to show how to control. Celebrity is here to basically control society, as you can see. The queen is no different. Presidents are no different. Of course, when they're not liked, either way. Your queen, yes, she's a deliverer. She is a steering society. That boat is falling apart at this time. Not fully, not yet. But her delusions of basically staying in power forever are very delusional. The Catholic Church is going through a minute, yes. It basically is being held up by manipulations, but basically the ceiling is falling down. But not yet. You are preparing, well, many of you are preparing for the truth to occur. You are preparing yourselves for when, yes, your Catholic Church dissolves, other Hollywood, not yet, but eventually that will shift out of its manipulative ways. Your Catholic Church, many of you are preparing for to take it down. At least for more light to come through, but not yet. This is on many levels of your earth. It is time for the manipulation energies to be released. Many of them are having difficulties accepting that, of course. They feel like your family, but also it's hiding, yes, Illuminati energies. The dark cabal of Alien is hiding the Illuminati from you. As you awaken, you will see more of them, but less hatred and anger towards them. Because the anger and hatred is a manipulation. the ideas of love and forgive. Difficult energies to connect to now, but not in your future, or even not now, depending on who you are, is to release them from your planet. To release their ideas, their minds are connecting to many of you on this world. Basically, they can think something, and your human collective follows it. If it's a manipulation. You are coming out of that as we speak. Blessing you from the felines. Much love. Nice. Just stay strong. That's the main message. Stay strong. The waters are going to pick up soon, but just the storm is, the storm's coming. I believe because of the election situation, because some are going to think irrational. Because it just some might need some major therapy after Tuesday's election, but that's, it's alright. I don't know what to say about that. So, alright, love everyone, blessings, have a great night. Be back